Hey guys, welcome back to Twilight Princess. Today we are going to tackle the Forest Temple. Now before we go over there to try to save our little monkey friend, we're going to want to make sure that we fully take out these giant spiders that will be in my nightmares tonight, and kind of take the time to climb up here. So how are you guys doing today? Did you have having a good day so far? Playing any Zelda games as of late? I know you're a Zelda fan if you're probably watching this video, or at least curious about the series. I've said this before, and I'll say it many more times, but this is my favorite Zelda game of all time. And I really do enjoy the newer ones, but I just haven't had time to really sink my teeth into it as much as I have with this game. Because being an adult really takes a lot of time away from you sometimes, and it's hard not to want to go revisit things you know you're going to enjoy. It's also a little easier for me to record this game. Alright, let's go and save the monkey. Again, this is literally the same monkey we've saved before. The same exact one that was trapped inside the cage with Tallow. What is it, Minda? Yeah, I know. Yes, she is. Link is popular. I mean, can you imagine if Hyrule at this time had, like, the technology in Breath of the Wild? Like, I'm surprised Breath of the Wild doesn't have, like, the internet. You know, Tales of Symphonia, where part of the game is, like, really sort of like, it has, like, that medieval type of feeling, but then the other part is very futuristic. Breath of the Wild is the same way. Alright, time for a big spider. Alright, and then that finishing blow that we learned is very helpful for spiders that are huge. Yeah, I know. And, let's see. Are the little... Okay, cool. So before we raise that, let's go ahead and take this little bomb bug, and we'll toss it over here. Just to reveal not so much a secret passage, more like a little cave with a treasure chest in it. Now, if you are able to acquire every treasure chest in the game, you should be pretty well off in terms of that and the bugs. The golden bugs, per se, that we'll get later on. I'll show you guys where they're all at. And you'll be fine financially in the game. Unfortunately, money is not as kind in... What's what I'm looking for? Money is not as kind in real life as it is in a video game. Yeah, so we're going to go this way first, but only after we open up a giant treasure chest. Can you guess what's inside? A dungeon map. If you look closely at the details of this map, I like how there's like a little handlebar like on the back side of it. I like those little details. Like Resident Evil 2, when you were examining items in the remake, is very similar to all that detail inside of those items. And when you're a kid and the game's graphics weren't as good, you couldn't really see all those details. So as gaming got better, and it's really cool seeing how games look. Even from 2006, even with like an HD remastered skin over this game on top of some other changes. Oh. That is one nasty baboon. Wow. You are a jerk, good sir. Actually, baboon's not really a sir, he's a baboon. He's kind of just jogging in place back there if you look closely. Uh-huh, well, you lost the monkey fight. Yeah. No, we can't. Yeah. Sure, I mean, what else am I going to do in here? I know I'm looking for this dark piece of magic, but I'm kind of stuck. So, I always have the map on the bottom left corner of the screen, like, all the time. Even though I really don't need to have it on a lot of the time, just because I've probably played this game too much. I know the rooms too well, I know where everything's at. But it is very important to me to have it on, just because it helps jog my memory of some areas. Let's back up. And it's also just good to be able to see what are you looking at and everything. I mean, I guess this area is dark enough to use my lantern, but that's okay. Hello there. What are you? Are you a chicken with a human head? Interesting. More things to fuel your nightmares. Actually, are you gonna tell me your name here pretty soon? So basically, this little chicken human bird thing is going to be able to warp us in and out of the dungeons, and you'll be able to come back to the same room at any time. but it will not put you in the same exact spot in the room. Even Link doesn't know what it is. Oko is what I call this mother bird. Yep, bird human thing. And essentially, she is not going to put you back in the same exact room, but she will put you back, I mean, not in the same exact spot in the room, but she'll put you back in the same room. So see how I ventured further away from the room? She'll put me back where the door is, essentially. And I want to go this way. And even though the monkey's not going to join us, there's going to be something across that's going to be very helpful. This is kind of like a little teaser of the room, like all these little bridges and winds that you can see way out in the distance. For me, draw distance in a video game is also pretty important. I like being able to see way out there, which I find to be pretty cool. Nope, just 1 rupee. That's okay to me. But we're going to need the small key. That's going to be even more important. And we'll be back in this room later. It might be a little bit of time before we get back to this room, but everything sort of circles in of itself. And you know, this is the forest temple. There's a lot of wind themes going on here. And thankfully it's not as hard as the forest temple was in Ocarina of Time. Probably because this is the first temple of the game, whereas the forest temple in Ocarina of Time was like the 4th temple in the game. Okay, we have that key now. What? Are you judging me for running up to the door and having to go and get the key and then come back? I did that on purpose. Anywho, there is I don't think that's working. I know you want to save your friend, but that's why you brought me here. I could help save your friend. Huh. Well, I'm not going back that way. Well, alrighty. Let's go ahead and save the monkey. But I'm going to get this treasure chest here first. That's kind of hidden. Just because I keep forgetting about it. Now when I go and get the rest of the treasure chest later, I totally... Oh. Okay. I did not mean to click on you. Because I was about to do that myself. I think I'd rather just kick the thing instead of rolling into it, but, you know, Link has a hard head. He'll be just fine. Oh boy. Looks like we got some bokoblins. Thankfully these guys are just giant pushovers, and I got a better sword than I did since the first time of fighting these guys. Come on. Is that one? Nope. Yeah, okay, they're both gone. Alright. So I like the theme of this forest temple, even though I really... If I had to pick between forest temples, between the Ocarina of Time and this one, I like a lot of the themes and the way it feels in the forest temple and Ocarina of Time more than I like the feeling of this one. But I understand you can't carbon copy it, you have to do something new. Like, I love this forest temple, don't get me wrong. It's very enjoyable. I just like the one Ocarina of Time just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Because I also like the boss at the end of it a lot too. Hell yeah. Now in order to do that, you just have to defeat an enemy and then hit A really quick to put your sword away. I think we'll do that like every time. It's also like his taunt in Super Smash Bros. Ever since Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Because in Melee he just like combs his hair. Not sure why that's a taunt, but anywho. Oh. I forgot something in that big room. I ran through it too quick. Let's go back and get it real. Oh, I guess technically I'll be back in that room, but I'm already heading back anyways, so. Before we venture onward, let's go get it real fast. There's like a little secret cave. I usually get it later. That's probably why I'm skipping it already. So, let's just go ahead and jump down here. And we're going to want to swim across to where the boss key is located. We can't get the boss key yet, but if you kind of take the time to dive down here, you'll be able to find another hidden treasure chest. Now, I'll be honest, I do not know where all of these stamps are in this game because they were introduced into the Wii U version, and there's 5 pages of these stamps. And If you just hunt for all the treasure chests, like, I believe in the GameCube and Wii version, that was like a 20 rupees. It was like money or something. It wasn't that important. But now they replace a lot of those treasure chests with stamps. And then you're able to go on to like the network, at least you'd be able to use to. Services for the Wii U no longer is there. But you'd be able to use the Hallian letters to spell things and send messages to your friends. I only had a few friends on my Wii U. I never had a whole lot. I didn't have as many as I did for like my Wii. Back when my friends and I would be playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and the internet was so bad. The servers were bad. Everything was bad. There was lag everywhere. It was fun sometimes. It was not fun half the time. And, well, that was back in the day. And in the Wii U, the internet got a lot better because they actually had a server for it. Which, ow, I like ran right into that guy. Not sure why I did that, but that's okay. And the Wii U was a lot better with that kind of stuff, thankfully. So I played Smash Brothers 4 online a lot back in like 2014 to 2016 when the game was very new. And even though I played a good amount of online with Smash Brothers Ultimate, it was nowhere near as much as it was for the Wii U. Just because I've been a lot busier since games have been coming out. Not that I don't enjoy the games, it's just I haven't had as much time to play the games. As you know, or maybe you don't know, but I like to create independent films. I like to create movies, and those movies take a long time. There's a lot of other videos and promotional stuff and marketing you gotta do around it. And then I also like to train in like martial arts, the gym. I like to pursue a relationship with someone special to me. And there's just a lot of things that I like to do. And of course, I also like to create vlogs. I got quite a few on my channel, and at the time of this recording, I finished editing 3 of my 4 San Diego vlogs. Yep, small key there. Do not walk on these guys. I could show you what it looks like if you haven't seen it already, but just don't. They are not your friend. Oh! That's what happens. That's why you don't. See, I walked on him on accident. And so a lot of these things take my time. Not saying that I'll never have time to finish video games or go back and play games. I just have to put it into my schedule more often. Because it's harder for me to do so when I have so many things I'm always working on. Especially when I'm trying to get ready for a movie premiere, and here I am playing Zelda to take a break from all the work stuff I've been doing. So I think it's important to take breaks, so I'm not working myself constantly. This is why I need that small key earlier, because you need to save all the monkeys. Now you could go in here and destroy the pots. Get a little bit more money. Although, money in this game is nowhere near as important as Breath of the Wild or let's see, Oracle Seasons. Oh, I thought I hit to the right. I'm really glad Link doesn't climb super slow. That was like a huge complaint for me in the GameCube version. Okay, remember this room for later. We will be back. Yeah, money in this game is not nearly as important as every other Zelda game. Just something to keep in mind. And well, that's A-okay, because it doesn't have to be that important. As long as you get some of the stuff you need, you're good to go. Like, there's magic armor we'll be able to get later. Yep, here, some background noise. Apologies. Now we're going to want to... Oh. Will I make it in time? Throw it! Oh. I threw it too far. Okay, so we want to throw it further back then. Yep, let's toss it right here. So I made the mistake last time I was recording Twilight Princess to do a bunch of laundry at the same time, and I wasn't able to 100% edit out the... Yeah, we're going to want to drop down and grab that. I wasn't able to 100% edit out the another heart piece, the dryer noise. So I'm sure you guys probably heard it. It's more noticeable if you're listening to this while wearing headphones. It's not so noticeable if you're playing this on speakers. But it was still very difficult. I probably got rid of about 80% of the dryer noise, but this time I just know not to try to do my laundry at the same time. I'm not going to multitask that much. I'll just save it for another day. So, yeah, got to be more careful when recording audio. Audio is extremely important. In my earlier films, my audio with a little camcorder was absolutely horrible. But that's just what I had at the time. Okay, so we want to get rid of this guy. No, I didn't think I was going to be able to get to him. Wait for him to lunge first, and then just take advantage of that. And then just kind of give him a good... You can stab, slice, whatever, but the sword is going to be your best friend. I can never get more than one attack on him before he kind of goes backwards. But he's almost done. I think it takes like maybe 7 hits or something. No? You kind of have to use your sword. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's like 8 hits. And just like all these other plants with the giant mouths in it, we're just going to use a little bomb bug. Out of the way, monkey. These things are on a timer. Oh my gosh. Fail. Okay, let's try this again. One more time. And there we go. Nice little mini boss. It's nothing, actually this isn't the mini boss of the dungeon, to be very specific, but it's like a mini boss in order just to get a small key. I have yet to get to the dungeons that people have told me about in Tears of the Kingdom. I know they're probably not to this scale. Maybe they are, that'd be really cool, but I'm not expecting them to be. I feel like with Tears of the Kingdom, because I'm focusing on recording other games, I'm most likely just going to play through it as much as I can before I record my gameplay for that, because I haven't even finished Breath of the Wild. And I wish I kind of did a playthrough without actually trying to record it, because, let's see, let's look on my map here. Yeah, let's go back to the main room, which will be this way. Yeah, okay. Because those, yeah, I can't go that way yet. That room's done, that room's done. Yep, so we're gonna come back to the center. Because now we got 4 monkeys. And I wish I played Breath of the Wild all the way through without recording it as much as I did. But I really wanted to create more of like a gaming experience and being surprised and enjoying it. I mean, I played it the first time on the Wii U. I never finished the Wii U version, to where I went and started playing it on the Switch and started over with some prior knowledge, but a lot of it was also new to me at the same time. And I still need to finish that particular playthrough for this channel, and I will get back to Breath of the Wild. I've just been taking a break and wanting to finish Final Fantasy III and play Twilight Princess. So now that we have those 4 monkeys, and I'm just kind of talking through things as I'm running through everything, we are able to go to where that baboon went with that nasty boomerang. Would be pretty cool if I can get that boomerang. Hello, Mr. Baboon. Now here is the actual mini-boss. He's not our friend. Not our friend at all. Well, you're being a bad boon. Bad boy, Mr. Baboon. Uh-huh. Okay, well, watch out for the Diababas down here. So just kind of don't chase him yet. Wait for him to throw his boomerang at you. Come on, do something. There we go. And now roll into this like I did with one of the monkeys earlier. And now we can wail on him. There we go. Alright, you're only going to be able to get so much damage in at a time. Because once the enemies in this game, at least as far as mini bosses and bosses go, there's going to be a certain amount of damage output they can take before the game puts like this vulnerability frame on them. But if you're able to do the attacks that do ×2 damage, like I did there, by using the spin attack and the jump attacks, that will increase your damage output. Maybe it's not ×2, maybe it's like 1.5, but whatever it is, you're able to increase that damage output before it goes into that invulnerability frame to where they go and reset back into their attack pattern. Yeah, that's probably too much information, but that's how you can defeat the baboon very quickly. I mean, I am on a time limit for recording today. Only got about an hour, so gonna be trying to beat the entire forest temple within that time. Oh. Okay, you're a magical boomerang. Must be like a fairy trapped inside of this boomerang, or maybe it's just blessed with like... I wonder who made this boomerang. Why is it blessed with the fairy of the winds? Oh, a house is the fairy of the winds. Okay, so yeah. Fairy is merged with the boomerang. Really cool. Though they're one of my favorite items in a Zelda game. I wish they brought this back in Breath of the Wild. Like, you have normal boomerangs and stuff, which is cool, but it's not like it creates a tornado. And speaking of that, let's go and just replace our, yeah, we'll just replace the slingshot, because it's not like we're going to be recording the slingshot, recording, oh my gosh. I could just talk today, Patrick. It's not like we're going to be using the slingshot long term. Like, literally the slingshot is completely obsolete after this dungeon. Because in the very next dungeon we go to, yeah, we're going to get a much better item. One of my favorite items also, of course. You gotta put yourself back in the time of when this game came out in 2006. And it's not that way. It's very, very nice to be able to play this in HD and on a newer console. Alright, come here. Oh, hey look, another monkey. Thankfully, the boomerang is going to snap the spider web. But then it makes you wonder, so like the spiders and the bokoblins are teaming up to capture monkeys? Interesting, because it sure wasn't Spider-Man. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna kind of do that already. Midna likes to tell you the obvious, but not as bad as Fee from Skyward Sword. Oh, speaking of Skyward Sword, this is a random thought, because recently I was recommended a video on YouTube about the game-breaking glitch in Skyward Sword, and I remember a couple of my friends getting stuck there, but because I never went in that exact order, for revisiting Lanayru, Faron, and Eldin, when you have to go do the Dragon Song quest. Oh yeah, see, we're back in this room anyways. But we're going to do a little bit of backtracking now that we have the Gale boomerang, starting with this room over here. And so if you did I believe it's Lanayru, if you did that dragon first and then talk to the Goron, you get stuck, unfortunately. And you're not able, if you save your game, you're going to be kind of soft locked in there. Thankfully, Nintendo released a patch that you download through the Wii channel, and they fixed it ever since. I don't think that glitch is in the darn these bugs. I don't think that glitch is in the remake for the Switch. Anyway, before I ramble on even further, these torches elevate these pedestals, so as long as you make sure the torch is not lit, you're able to come back and acquire this piece of heart. And we kind of want all the pieces of heart. Like how Link was trying to dive. That's the only reason why we want to come back to this room. Because if you forget the pieces of hearts, and just, spoiler alert, there's 2 pieces of heart in every single temple of this game. So if you forget those and you're missing a heart piece, you want to make sure that you actually go back and acquire those. That way you know, don't miss any heart pieces, especially if you're trying to complete the game. If you're just kind of running through it and you don't care about the bugs or the heart pieces or the puzzles, then by all means you can do whatever it is you like. Alright, the only thing I really care for that's up here was the giant treasure chest, because I'll give you the compass and I'll kind of tell you if you missed anything. Thankfully, we're not collecting great fairies like we were in Majora's Mask. And I was never good at collecting those fairies. I'm pretty sure if I played through that game again, even with like a strategy guide, I'd really be able to do that more. Oh, hold up. I don't want to go here. Wrong door. I want to go to the other side. Wrong way. We kind of came from there. I like the monkeys. I don't think I'd ever want to own a pet monkey, but monkeys are cool. I got to see monkeys either for the first or second time. I've seen monkeys like on TV all the time, but I don't think I really saw monkeys in person. I might have. My memory is not the best. Because I went to the San Diego Zoo and I was able to see monkeys for the first time. And monkeys are just adorable. Okay, see the pattern on the ground? Make sure you go in that exact order. And I always go from back to front. And if you make that Z for Zelda, you're going to be able to open up those wooden gates. Either way, that's going to allow us to get the giant treasure chest, which has the boss key. Oh, big key. My bad. It used to be called a boss key. Now it's a big key. Same thing. It's like they're trying to hide the fact that there is a... Don't even go that way. That there is a boss. If you had Nintendo Power at the time, or if you just watched the trailers for the game before it came out, you already knew what the boss was, because they totally teased it. And yeah, the boss is really, really cool. I love how big the bosses are in this game. Like, it's like Bongo Bongo in Ocarina of Time. It's just huge. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't jump off the edge on accident. Okay, so the monkey is going to run on ahead. Now, there's a locked door on that side, and that side is open. Yeah, I know you want me to go that way. Actually, let's go that way first. Just because of that locked door. We'll come back here, I promise. If my memory serves me right, the key is actually ahead. Whereas when I was playing this before, because I'm just running through the game to refresh my memory and also enjoy it without having to record it and wait to do a recording, because sometimes I don't have time to record. Yeah, thank you, Captain Obvious. At least she's not annoying, but yeah, okay. See, even though Minda's a jerk, I'm pretty sure that she has a soft spot. Like, even this early on in the game, even though a lot of people argue that she's just selfish and whatnot, I don't think she is. Like, yeah, she wants to help. She only wants to help the monkeys in terms of getting what she wants. Okay, let's go ahead and let's hit that one. Is there any other ones? Nope. There we go. And thankfully, even though we're climbing, the boomerang just kind of teleports back to us, which is nice. Minda has a soft spot, and even though it's not as apparent because it looks like there's always ulterior motives, if she was only strictly trying to get what she wants without being okay with helping animals or other people, then she wouldn't even try to give Link the time to go do these things. She'd be like, no, what are you doing? Go do this. And then when she figures out that she needs the help, then she would. But she's not selfish. There we go. I like the fact that these are red ones and they're different than the ones we fought earlier. I think that's really cool. And then now we can take that bomb, the little bomb bug. So as before my first time playing this, I would try timing it and throwing it there. I didn't realize you can target the rock wall until like my second time playing. And same with like okay, that one doesn't work as well. But it was worth a try, wasn't it? But you can still target it just won't go in the mouth. Am I doing on time? Not too bad. I'm actually making good progress. We're almost done with this temple. And then here is the small key. That's why that small key was very, very important. And let's go and check my map. Nope. Maybe it's this one here. So there's no treasure chest in the first half of the dungeon, which is exactly what I wanted. So that means we're doing pretty good. And we already got both heart pieces in this dungeon anyways, so we're okay there. We won't be able to complete the heart container. Here, come on down. Ow. Ah, if you get trapped in it, just do a spin attack. Easy peasy. Now let's grab that bomb bug because I'm lonely and I want your attention. Hello, Mr. Bug. Okay, I'm done. Goodbye. I would love to know how they trapped a monkey behind a rock. Seriously, who is helping them trap monkeys? Anywho, maybe it was like a Bigfoot. I'm kidding. Oh man, the Bigfoot's conspiracies are so real, it's not even funny. Like, problem is, anything that you would think would be real, if you saw it on TV, there's been nothing found. It's all hype and it's for views and money. There's no such thing as Bigfoot that you would see on normal media. Because if there is, well, it's too hard to know what to believe anymore, and stuff never adds up. But we're not going to get into conspiracies in this. Totally not worth it. Speaking of Bigfoot, I was watching Monsters, Inc. recently, because I was rewatching the Pixar movies for the fun of it. And I really enjoyed how there was an abominable snowman, and he mentions him and Bigfoot got banished from the Monsters Incorporated. It's pretty cool. And my roommate was telling me how they actually made a Monsters U. Like, I thought it was mainly... Like, I thought it was more or less, like, only Monsters University, like the college one. Doesn't matter which side we do first. So we'll do this one. And I didn't realize they made a sequel to it. So I'm very curious to watch that. There we go. Let's kind of take out these guys. Nope, you're not going back in the hole. Because we kind of need those guys out of the hole. What are some of your favorite Pixar movies? Oh. I got right behind the spider. That was pretty cool. Goodbye. Oh. I mean, I guess I could have had left my slingshot on for this part, but the boomerang kills the spiders just as easily. Just had maybe a little more targeting. No big deal. Alright. There is the monkey. Do not leave without the monkey. The monkey will help you achieve all of your hopes and dreams. As far as beating this temple. Yeah, let's not deal with this guy. Come on. Ah. It was worth a try. Get out of here. So I give her trying to be fancy with my kill. And jump we go. If you forget this chest, you have to go all the way back around to get it again. So you might as well just get it for another Hallian stamp. The letter N. Okay, and that's going to be everything here. Nothing more that you can get over here. Now let's go ahead and free that last monkey. Because it's monkey time. Another thing I've noticed when rewatching some of my older videos, just because, is that my voice has gone a lot deeper. Like, even when I'm happier, my voice is higher. Okay, stop guarding. Wait for him to attack, and then you wail on him. So my voice has gotten a whole lot deeper than I'm used to it being. And now, of course, there's 2 spiders. And it's pretty cool. I like my voice being deeper. I just hope it doesn't get any deeper than it already is. And just because to me it's deep enough. Okay, there's going to be one on the left and the right. We're going to do the one on the right and fall down. Because if we do, we fall on this nice little platform here. Oh, there we go. And then we free the last monkey. Whereas before, we would essentially be falling down there in the pits and have to fight more enemies, like another spider. But you can totally avoid having to fight that spider if you just pick the one to the left of the door, front facing that way to the right there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, that's all the monkeys. And we only have one last thing to do. And that is to... Yep, I'm going the right way. So I look at the map, because sometimes I get turned around, sometimes it happens. Is to defeat the boss. Alright, time to watch all the monkeys do their thing. Thought I heard something. Like, I still need to beat the Tales of Symphonia remake on my Switch. I got really far because I was bringing on my vacations and everything. And I just haven't really got around to beating it quite yet. And I want to beat the game before I do a recording of it too, because same thing, I want to make sure my memory is more current on it, not like for me remembering like 5-10 years ago when I played it last time. Oh yes, before we do that, let's go ahead and drink our milk. Link needs some nutrients. And then we're going to want to destroy the bottle so we can bottle up a fairy that's nearby. Very useful. And then we can acquire our lantern back. We're going to get more bottles, but having a fairy in a bottle is always helpful in case we happen to lose all of our health. The fairy will completely revive us. Just adding a refresh, a little drink of coffee, parch the throat, especially when you're talking all the time. I tried talking about things that would be interesting to listen to for people who played the game before, or just kind of see how my mind works as far as watching a game. It's important to add commentary to a video game because if you don't, it doesn't classify as transformative, and then you're going to be dealing with copyright flags a lot more when it comes to putting it up anywhere. So just make sure you add commentary to your stuff. It doesn't have to be a walkthrough, it can just be like a review. Anywho, this is the Twilit Parasite Diababa. Interesting name, I know. Take a bug, take a plant, let it do its thing. And yeah, we'll a little cutscene for it. I think that's only the first time though. It's not gonna be like that every time. And is he gonna attack me? Nope, when he twitches, he's gonna go for an attack. So since he's just kind of staying there, we'll just let him, well, do his thing. What, is eating a bomb bug not pleasant? Okay, well that's the boss. Time to go home, pack it up. Get our heart container. Uh-oh. Yeah. So as you guys know, that's definitely not it. Here is the whole boss. And that's the screenshot they used in the Nintendo Power. Oh man. It was so cool. I remember seeing that for the first time. I was so hyped up to play this game, and the fact that it kept getting delayed, I'm like, oh, why? I want to play this game so bad. So, of course, when it did come out, I basically pulled an all-nighter to play this game. I don't regret it. I was like 12 years old. And, oh. Awesome. Perfect. Actually, no, I think I was 13, not 12. So, take the monkey, take a... Oh. I didn't want to hit the boss. I was trying to get the plants on the side of it, but there we go. Okay, I got some good damage on him. So you can go straight for the boss, but I mean the center piece. Ow. Yeah, watch out for the poison acid that'll be sprayed at you. Come on. Just gotta wait for our little baboon friend. Perfect. So you don't even have to bother with the plants on the side as long as you're dodging them, or you can just get rid of them with the bomb plants, and then you'll be just fine. It usually takes a few times to defeat the boss, well, before you can do the ending blow, but the spin attack we did earlier with the jump strike did more damage, which is why we were able to just totally defeat the boss just on the second time. Very, very quickly, per se. So cool. I really love the Forest Temple. It's very easy, but it's also the first dungeon of the game. The temples do get harder in terms of puzzles and the bosses a little bit, but nothing that you can't handle. My biggest critique of this game is that it's too easy. Playing it on hero mode does not make it any harder. The only thing that makes that even slightly harder is that if you're used to the GameCube version, it flips everything around, there's no hearts that spawn, and you do double damage. But nothing about the mechanics is harder. It's not like the dungeons got redesigned like in Ocarina of Time Master Quest. Okay, so this is a fused shadow, and we're going to need a few of these pieces in order to match the King of Shadows. As she says right here. I just said it slightly before she did. Uh-huh. Okay, cool. I'd like to know. I mean, yeah, I think we will. No, true. I do want my heart container before we leave. I like to get more health. Oh, yeah. Even she... I totally forget that she stated that. You know, it's really obvious that you're going to want to pick up the shiny thing before you go. I like the, like, if you look closely at the insignia, like the symbol of the heart container, that photo, how it's broken into a bunch of pieces. It's beautiful. Even in, like, the actual 3D, it's like that. So now we have 4 hearts. Yeah, I'm ready to go outside. Breath of the Wild was the first Zelda game to introduce more than 20 hearts. The max is more like 30, or I believe it's 30 or 40. It's a lot more hearts. I'm still working on my other playthrough, so as you see me save, I'll be updating, like that will be updated with more and more hearts on those save screens. Well, obviously Hyrule is not saved yet. So, go to the east, we'll find a land protected by the Spirit Eldin. There I'll find those I seek. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to turn back into a wolf again. That's okay though, the next area is very, very short in terms of being Wolf Link again. So it's not bad at all. Yeah, it's kind of a given, Midna, if you want your fused shadows. Yeah, thanks. At least she's a lot more friendly now, right? Still a bit of a jerk, but she's mostly friendly. Just trust me on that one. Don't take what she says to heart too much. But now, like, the enemies here are gone. Since we've kind of rid the land of Twilight and defeated the boss in the Forest Temple. Okay, so before we did not have enough money to buy the oil bottle from this guy. Sorry, I forget your name. But we're going to want to buy the entire bottle. Because even though if you don't ever use the oil, which, trust me, I believe you will, you at least want to fill up that bottle, your lantern one more time, if you want to do the lantern caverns. You're going to want to use that bottle for something else, not just oil. I like to put like a blue potion in it later on. Yeah, the world we live in, things are rough, even in the real world. So, yeah. We don't have a Epona, and there's also a rock wall there we have to get past later. But we're going to want to kind of go over here. And this will lead us into the Hyrule Fields that we will be going and exploring next time on Twilight Princess. Get out of here. Darn Bokoblins. Just want to get in my way, don't they? might as well use the boomerang since we got it, right? Okay, I don't want to trigger the cutscene until next time, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help out the channel, and I super appreciate it when you guys do. Stay safe out there, play some video games, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good day.